Hello and welcome to the Nonsense Chronicles. This is Doug Sashery, and as always, joined by, and to my right again,
Rob Mendiola.
Greetings, Rob.
Greetings, Doug. I sound a little loud, but that may be because I was out watching Sean Harris and his band jam last night.
Good.
Yep, it was pretty cool.
They were there too.
Horizon
right.
Shift. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I got in late and didn't do it. I need to make a roundabout tour when I get back in like August and make sure I see everybody. So
yeah, it was good to get out yesterday.
Good deal.
Last night, anyway.
You hit some cigarettes while you were there?
No, man, it's a non-smoking.
That's right. I love that.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
I got a lot of fog machine though. That I sucked in a lot of that.
Good. Yeah.
It was cool. It was very cool.
Where did we go when they had the big fog machine going on? What show was that?
Oh, that was Live at Bill's.
Oh, that's right. Rob was up.
It felt like we were on the set of a Cheech and Chong movie or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It was pretty thick.
That's right. We're getting in a podcast again today.
So it's 4th of July weekend.
That's right. And I'm leaving for about 3 weeks. So
West Coast.
Yes.
Very cool.
And I will see the Pacific for the first time in my life.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to move there and just never made it there.
Well, I don't know if I could afford it. But yeah.
That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah. My kids bought one of them bought a townhouse and it cost as much as my house did.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I had to work all my life to get to this house. And man, they already look, I'm like,
I know.
This is so sorry.
Well, that's cool.
That's why I paid for those educations though, baby.
Yep. So what we got going on today?
Today.
Anything exciting?
Well, we're hitting on
I see you brought in some plushies today.
I did. We'll get to that. You'll see some nice pictures with it. But today we're hitting on a topic that I remember when it happened, because just catching it on the news and just thinking, well, that's not me because I don't do that. But it's on Netflix now. The train wreck. Like they had the Woodstock 99. Well, they have a train wreck hashtag or quotations, the poop cruise.
Yep.
Which was a Carnival cruise that had some issues. I don't know if it wasn't another cruise that they'd have issues like Norwegian or something. They might go be faster to respond out there. But a lot of people take Carnival because it's affordable. And hell, I invested in Carnival like during COVID because I knew it would go up because people go on them. But anyhow, today joining us, and they were on the damn cruise.
Wow.
Yeah, and
that's cool.
In fact,
or not, I don't know.
Yeah, it took 4 years for them to be clean enough to be around Rob, so he wouldn't catch anything. Today we have Penny and Sarah. Hey, welcome.
Hey.
Yay.
Yeah, that was an experience of a lifetime.
And that's what life's about, though, right?
Yeah.
Man, just collecting those experiences.
Yeah,
that's right.
So, no regrets,
No, none, absolutely not. Me and Sarah have been through so much. We've been friends for the last 25 years.
Wow.
So it's the longest committed relationship I've ever been in.
That's cool. Yeah,
that would be my record.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that I've been with almost going 40 years now.
Yeah.
That's really cool. It's a cool feeling.
Yeah, it is.
It's great. We get to experience life together.
Yeah.
That is just another thing to add to the list.
Yeah, absolutely.
It did bring us a lot closer, but it also caused a divorce between me and my ex-husband.
Oh, wow. That's crazy, yeah.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
There's that.
You really get to truly find out how people are when you're in survival mode.
Right.
Oh, God.
That is true.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that because we have lots of questions. But what was the idea? What
year was that? What year was that?
I think it was 2021.
2013.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. God damn. Well, my brain is a little bit off there.
It was
It was my birthday in January. We got tickets for the February cruise.
Yeah, because
2013.
2013. Because we were there for your birthday, and then my ex-husband's best friend's birthday.
Okay.
So we were all on there.
Oh, so you all four were on there. Okay.
Yeah. But it was mainly by the third day, it was just really me and Sarah.
Oh.
So did y'all do? What did y'all do? Just decide to take a trip together, or?
Yeah, well, at that time, that cruise was my fourth one I had been on. I had actually just gotten back from a cruise because I took my daughter for her 9th birthday. And
cool.
her birthday's in January 9th, so I took her for Christmas.
Nice.
So I had just gotten off a cruise, and Sarah was like, "Let's go on another one." And I
See,
was like,
cruising is so much fun. Nothing could go wrong. I mean, nothing.
Well, I
at
know
all.
a lot of people that love them, and they do it all the time. So it's like,
I'll go back. I mean, I'd definitely
Wow.
do another cruise because everything is on the ship.
Yeah.
You know? And then the excursions are, phenomenal.
Well, let me ask you this: would you get on the boat if it said Carnival Sunrise?
No.
Because that is what the Triumph they were on, and then is been changed. The name is to the Sunrise.
Yeah.
so they changed that name.
Yeah, they
Okay.
like gutted that ship allegedly, and
Well, they would have had to have. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
They definitely would have had to.
yeah. Okay, now you got there and you picked Carnival because it's a good friendly rate, right?
Family friendly, and it was those are and cheaper. It was cheaper.
Yeah,
the more you bought, the bulk.
So there were more families there.
Oh, yeah.
So older to younger.
Yeah, you have all
Good mix.
ages. Yeah, senior citizens as well too. There was a
Yeah.
lot of older people down there.
Like us, Doug.
I was saying, I know she ain't looking at me.
I know. She looked right at me. She's like, senior citizen.
Yeah. It's no, it's most people do. I had friends that just got off a Carnival cruise now, but I look at it, and my wife cruises, and I saw that everything.
She
that was
just went on one, right?
Yeah,
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 recently.
she's Norwegian. Yeah.
Okay.
And but she's done Carnival. She's done CSC or whatever the hell it's called. But they have a
Has she done the rock cruise?
MSC. No.
No.
But the reason why I'm kind of leading into is because CJ
Yeah.
told me they do the Shiprock cruise, and
Okay.
I remember the first time telling him, "Man, that looks fun." Like,
It
because
does look fun.
he saw my eyes light up when I said that, and he looked at me, put his hand on my shoulder, and he goes, "That's not for you, Doug."
Yeah.
Because he knows me.
Yeah.
He knows how I am in a crowd at a big show or something like that, drawing pool or whatever, and he just knows.
And you can't go anywhere. You're
Yeah,
on, you're
Yeah,
stuck.
he knows how I am about that, and like seeing all these him telling me that, and I'm glad that my friends would say they would know, but seeing the people on that cruise and that circus, my wife said, "You'd have jumped overboard," and I said, "Yeah, I would have."
But y'all had fun the first half,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
it's
was great.
it's a scheduled 4-day cruise, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You're taking one day, and the whole first day you board, and what time you get on the ship? About 10 usually? Is that
Yeah,
right?
about that. It docks
12.
off about 2:00.
Okay, and what time does it take off?
About 2, and then
Okay.
it's in international waters by like 7, 8:00.
So you can gamble, throw dice on the floor and all
Yeah.
that? Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Oh, you have to wait till you get an international.
Yeah, they
oh,
won't
wow.
open the casinos or anything,
Yeah. I
or
didn't know
sell
that.
any liquor or anything.
Oh,
is it,
wow, I
is
didn't
it
know
200
that.
miles or 50?
I think it's 50.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can't remember.
That's not bad then.
No, not too bad.
Yeah.
Now, what
You wait
about
like
the
10 minutes.
what about the first day you drinking and all that
Yeah,
stuff? Yeah.
partying,
Did
gambling.
you get the drink package?
Well, I mean, I was drinking and doing buckets of beer.
So yeah. We just had a talk about that the other day of like where the drink package on. I said, look, I got it for the wife and them because I'm like, yeah, if you're gonna drink, you might as well get it. You might as well get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're not nickel and dimed, like when
Yeah,
the
just
final bill comes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
just
every
go-
time you're paying gratuity.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So,
just here.
It's
just
worth it, yeah.
Take it up front. Here we go.
yeah, you spend $300 on the ticket, but then you spend $1,000 just on the alcohol on the ship.
Yeah. Oh, in fact,
and gambling.
it's funny. I looked at the because I was talking with those people that just went, and man, they known to drink some beer, but they also known to be cheap. And I looked and they were talking about how just was it worth it or not worth it. They didn't get it on this one, but I looked it up. The Carnival drink package is like twice the price of the Norwegian one.
Wow.
And, yeah, I could not believe that. I was like, wow, but now Norwegian's going to charge you more for the cruise.
Yeah, so they probably offset it.
Yeah,
some-
so I'm like
somehow.
saying, yeah, so but
They're going
boy,
to get you somewhere. Trust
it
me.
is like double the price. I was like, wow, okay, so that's where they kind of making it then.
So y'all went out to Mexico, right?
Yeah, we went to Cancun. Or no,
Cozumel.
Cozumel. We went
Yeah.
to
Cozumel.
Cozumel. Yeah, we went
See,
to
I
Cozumel.
have Cozumel on my list. See, I've studied this. I've prepared a little bit. Now you had a one day when you got there. You had a 1 day excursion into Cozumel. Just
What did y'all do there? Like,
I think we did the beach party. Went in the beach package.
We did too.
We did.
Because we did the crazy ride too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Tell us
that.
about the
What
crazy
I was
ride?
in the taxi with the when we went off of the like resort part of it, and we were like driving through the sides of the mountains and all. It was just
That's crazy.
Was there a guy with a gun sitting on the hood?
No, but I'm sure there was one somewhere present in the vehicle.
Yeah.
People selling the stuff like ponchos and stuff like that. We got one. We got 2 ponchos, and then we did the beach party.
The beach party with the best.
Yeah, that was the best.
Guacamole ever.
Because you get all you can eat and all the drinks
Oh,
that
wow.
you want while you're there on the
Yeah.
excursion.
Wow.
It was really good.
So for like 4 or 5 hours, you sit on the beach, and they
Wow.
have like all these games and stuff. You can win
Yeah.
bottles of liquor, but you can't. The thing is, you can't drink it when you're on the ship. They put it in your package,
Oh,
and
okay.
you get it when you get off the ship.
Okay.
That's
But when
fair
you're
enough.
on the ship too, they have these huge bottles of liquor for like half the price of what you would get out here.
My
Wow.
friend said that too. I was like, wow, I'm surprised that it is like that. But
Yeah, in gold and silver and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah, you can get it like half the price.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, as soon as you hit the international waters, they open the,
Yeah.
all the
And,
shops and everything.
and we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to them talking about how good that food and stuff was. Don't worry, we'll get there. But it's I was thinking about that. And like a lot of these places, they tell you stay in the controlled
Yes,
resort
absolutely.
area. Do not go off on your own. And if you do, no, they are actually like there are people armed with
Yeah.
assault rifles.
And
Oh,
they
yeah.
will leave you. They will leave you. If you're not
bet.
back at the ship at the time that they
Yeah.
tell you to, they will leave you.
I hear that, like, and I've seen videos of that happening, and
And when you're in Mexico, like to get on a cruise, you don't have to have a passport. You can go on with your birth certificate and ID. Well, if you get stuck in Mexico with only your birth certificate and
screwed.
ID,
boy,
you're screwed.
you are stuck there.
You're stuck.
You are stuck.
I guess you'd have to go to embassy services and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah,
Yeah, it'd
Yeah.
be crazy.
that'd be,
Nightmare.
Yeah, that would be over the top. So you get on, you get with the cruise. Y'all have the day. Do you spend? What time do y'all finish up that evening in Cozumel?
It was probably about 6. Yeah. It
We
was
had to
about
be
6.
back on the ship about 5 or 6, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because they docked off probably about 7 because they start serving dinner about 8.
Do you have any?
7:38.
You ever see any stragglers coming like late on those?
I know. You
I
have?
did. I saw one, yeah. No, there was a story about a lady that had missed the crew or missed the boat.
Oh,
Yeah. We were hearing it from later on. We'll talk about
yeah.
people we met, but
Oh, people.
yeah, we were hearing it from one of those ladies about ladies that were missing the boat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Yeah. I saw a video, one of the reels that somebody put out, and I was like, man, not fun. What about, okay, now you get on the ship and then you're going to be headed back, right?
Well, we eat dinner and everything. We, do the gambling or catch some shows, play bingo or whatever, because they have a lot of stuff on the ship that you can do. Or go to the piano bar. We went to the piano bar quite a few times. But went to bed, and about 5 o'clock in the morning, the alarm started
That's
going
what I
off.
was going to ask. The alarm started
the-
going off.
It was crazy. It was really loud and it wouldn't
Yeah.
stop. So it was,
I got up and
Yeah,
went to
came-
check.
And
Yeah.
they're paging and they're doing like a code Adam or some kind of.
some kind of code. Jen was on the, she was on the intercom trying to keep everybody calm.
That's the woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she did really good actually. She's keeping people calm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the first announcement is not for y'all, it's for people that are working the ship to handle a problem, which the problem turned out to be a fire.
Yeah, in the engine room.
Yeah.
Which they said that, and they had it contained, and everything was still on. And so we were like, okay, cool, everything's contained. And then the power shuts off. And
Yes.
there's like the air like stops. I mean, there's
Damn.
nothing. It's just stagnant air.
Yeah.
There's no circulation because there's no windows
Right.
that open. There's
No
nothing.
portholes. Yeah.
No, and then the doors too. When you go into your room, they slam shut. There's seals and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. So it's
Wow.
it was suffocating.
Yeah.
Okay,
like
yeah.
within like 5 minutes.
You start feeling it.
Yeah, you start feeling it.
Now, did you get a good? Did you go to bed early and get to bed? Probably not. You
No,
probably
I was hungover.
Oh, yeah.
that was the main. That was in the women they were talking to there. before they showed you actually at the bar.
So
And
you're probably getting like confusion going on.
Yeah, because
kind of out of it a little bit.
And then plus you're on the ship too, so
It's moving,
and you've already got your equilibriums going crazy anyway. So you're
kind of feel drunk of it.
the
anyway.
whole time you feel drunk because the ship is moving. So and you're kind of. I was like groggy, just like what is going on, and then they're moving everybody.
Wow.
Everybody's out in the hallways.
Everybody started getting out of the rooms at that time.
Because they're calling everybody out to the port or to go out to what is it? Where you go out to the side where your designated area to go if you're going to go on the emergency ship.
Oh yeah, to get us
the life jackets
just in case, and all of this, because. Okay, the engines have stopped, so they have no power right now to go get underway.
They're dead in the water.
Yeah, and back home, their PR agency is putting out a nice release that, we've lost power, and that's about basically what they did. Right, was just announce that, so that the news, the CNNs, the Foxes, they don't give really two
they were trying to
rats.
stay ahead of it.
They don't say that. Well, they didn't give two. Okay, that's it. We're going to take their word for it. What they said. Yeah, it's not until later, and we'll get to that. That like when another ship pulled up and y'all could you get a signal off the other ship?
Yeah, there was so many people going on. It was hard. It was a hit and miss.
It
was a hit and miss, but we did get through.
We went everywhere.
Yes,
trying to find the signal.
But that was later, right? That wasn't right away.
No, that was later. It was probably about 3. We were 3 days, maybe 4 days into it at that time.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. So, okay, now.
So you leaped 3 days, Doug.
Yeah. Okay. Now, yeah.
This is 4th day. We were on our 4th
wow.
day.
Yeah.
The 3rd day we were on our way back.
Yeah, you were supposed to be home on your 4th day. Now, how soon between power out at what did you say 5:30?
Well, it was still it was daylight by the time that it actually shut off because it was weird because the alarm went off for the fire.
Yes.
And then the power was still on, and they're saying, "No, we got everything contained." And then not even like maybe an hour later, everything shut down. It was about an hour later, and and the sun was already coming up since everybody was out on the deck, on the port and stuff. So. Yeah, it was. They
left us clueless for a while. Though.
Yeah,
how long?
Yeah.
How long between that happening and the toilets? Did you notice it right away?
It was.
They wouldn't flush.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't immediate. It took a couple hours. It took a couple hours because it was. You had to think that the pumps weren't working, so it gave it time for the tanks to fill, and then from there it was just. Overflow because there's nowhere for it to go.
Don't worry, we'll get there. We'll get there. Easy. Now, you have.
This is the podcast Doug's so interested in.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to do this one, but yeah.
He even made notes. He never makes notes.
Now, what about Okay, you have the woman giving announcements and all that kind of fun stuff, and they tell.
Jen. I heard she was the champion on the boat, right?
She was.
And she's telling you it's all going to be nice and calm. Okay, now, at what point did the passengers start telling each other, or did Jen tell y'all that the bathrooms were out?
It was kind of both. We all figured it out, and then she comes up on the intercom. And
she said that she's come on an intercom like this, like, ladies, please pee in the shower. Please pee in the shower.
They were like number 1 in the shower,
in
right?
the shower, yeah.
And then red bag it for number 2.
Yeah.
And they had so many people on there, and that would have been me that were like, no, I'm holding it, I'm waiting. Yeah, that did not want to go in a bag. And I can't blame them. But
people that camp do it all weekend, man. They do that. It's like no big deal.
But man, a lot of those
but
people.
You're on a cruise and you paid for it.
Yeah, some of those people ate
I can't
all
do
the
that.
food they could eat. Yeah, that's all coming off of it. They're coming off the last night. They're going to be able to get tanked.
Yeah.
So all of that.
Bubble guts.
All of that right there is converging at the same time. Whoops. And then doesn't the weather get worse?
It got bad. Well, not really bad. It did rain. It rained while everybody was out on the deck and stuff.
Yeah, because at one time when they were hot as they were hot as S, and they had no wind. It was calm. It was nothing. For a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it is crazy because, you know, you think being out there that there would be like a breeze. No, at times there was absolutely nothing.
Wow.
Just
Like,
nothing.
well, perfect time for that, huh?
Yeah.
I've been deep sea fishing, and it's been like that.
And well, imagine at night
Yeah.
looking out there, like the only lights that you have are the emergency lights that are on. So it's not
Yeah.
a lot.
And
light.
stars.
And you got the stars. You're
Yeah.
looking at it, nothing.
Just think if y'all would have came across an iceberg. Oh wait, but that doesn't happen down there.
A school of whales, actually.
Wow.
On one of the cruises, the very first cruise I ever went on, they had to swipe the ship to the right and everything
wow.
come rushing to that side of the ship. And yeah, because they were trying to miss the school of
Oh,
whales.
wow.
Yeah, well, that's what they say, but
Well,
I think
good for
somebody
them.
just jerked the wheel.
Yeah. So they fell asleep.
Whoops, sorry.
Yeah. So it gets to where, okay, now wait, I guess the question before I'm going to ask some of these other ones. Okay, how soon? Well, it's not a question of how soon they're going to run out. It's just that the food that they're going to serve you, they can't serve you because they have no way to prepare it, keep it healthy, or any of that kind of stuff. So I guess, no, you got rations brought to you by a boat or something.
Not brought to us. We had to stand in line. Like
Yeah.
I saw
they
that.
only had like sections, and I think there was only like 2 sections, one in the front and 3, one in the front, one in the back, and then the middle. That was all that they had. Whatever they had was the food. But the first day after everything when the power went out, they were giving out like all the raw stuff that you could.
Yeah.
Like the shrimp.
The perishable stuff.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the freezers were about to go out, so they needed to
Yeah.
get rid of all of it. So we ate really good.
Yeah.
How'd that work out? But yeah,
We ate really good the first day, and because again it was all that, and then by the second day for like lunch and for breakfast and everything, they had the milk and the cereal, but that was really and bread. They had toast and stuff like that, but that was really about it.
now what about simple stuff like bottled water? How?
They did have bottled water. That was part of the supplies that the ships were coming and dropping off that in red bags.
Wow.
Red bag special, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw the.
But that wasn't surprising, was it? I mean, y'all figured y'all were going to have to go into some kind of.
Well, actually,
Survival
it
mode,
was,
right?
It was surprising, but
Was
it
it?
doesn't really hit you, because you're all like, we're on a ship, like what?
Yeah.
No, they've got to have backup generators.
And
that's
they're
what I would
not-
think, yeah.
And yeah, and in fact, the good point to go in this instead of saving it to the end is, and I never realized this, but on the ticket itself, when you're buying the ticket, I did not get that. It says, we're not responsible for having a safe, clean, nothing cruise. Like, yeah,
That's
I'm
crazy,
like,
right?
It's not a responsibility if you don't have fun.
That's crazy.
Yeah, or like if it's not sanitary. I mean, hell, like, wait, what? But I guess it
But
must
did you
have been.
see that when you bought the ticket?
Oh hell,
No.
nobody did.
Nobody
it.
does,
nobody
right?
does.
Yeah.
That's
Down
not a
the-
huge, other 2 pages of the ticket
Yeah, and it's
print.
like this small, the disclaimer, yeah. I'm like, wow, if anybody would have seen that, it's like,
So that became an issue later,
But-
obviously, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you take that risk when you're going on the ship. I mean,
Yeah.
there's only so much that they can do.
We've all seen the Titanic, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
no,
You're in the middle
and
of nowhere.
We'll get to the.
You're in the
crude
middle of the ocean. Anything
Yeah,
can happen, right?
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Anything.
Now, what about sleeping? Did you go? Did y'all go outside and sleep? Or yeah,
Yeah, we were out on.
Was
the
it
deck.
possible to even sleep in a room, or was it just too hot?
Well, there were people, which I was really surprised at the people who did stay in their rooms because
Wow.
it was
The air.
the
Contaminated
air,
with the-
with the
Yeah.
water. in
Oh,
the
and it would get
floor.
so much worse. But yeah,
Yeah, but that was the reason why a lot of the fights broke out was because people were
yeah.
fighting over lawn chairs
Oh,
to stay
to
out on the
stay-
deck.
to
And
sleep.
then not only that, but the room, like there was hardly any room. And you seen all the people with their beds in the
Yeah.
hallway. And the only reason why they were staying there is because when there was wind, you catched a big, huge draft that going through, just constant wind banging
Mm-hmm.
on you. So, but that was the reason why people were fighting that. And
So there were a lot
hoarding
of
food.
fights amongst adults.
There
or-
there were some. I mean,
Yeah.
there was like quite, I
which
wouldn't
is
say
scary
And
because
it
they
was-
had children there too, right?
Yeah,
So-
that's what I felt bad for the kids because
Yeah,
it was like
being traumatized,
Yeah,
right?
it's like there's nothing, nothing.
no, this is.
But was the crew involved in kind of trying to calm that down?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like the
Crew
crew,
was great.
yeah, they
Oh,
were
good.
awesome. Like to be in that situation and dealing with that many different personalities, like it was. They did a phenomenal.
I did
job.
hear everybody
like,
was-
kudos to
kudos
them.
about that.
Yeah,
Wow, good.
They did an awesome job.
Yeah,
What-
I imagine that was
With
crazy
a
to
smile
deal
on
with.
your face while
Yeah,
you
I
have
know,
somebody
right?
cussing you out.
Yeah.
You know, like. And it's like, what do you? We're
Yeah.
stuck out in the middle of the ocean. What do you want us to do?
I know, right?
Nobody. We can't do anything.
Yeah, you're all in the same boat,
Yeah,
literally, right?
yeah. Yes,
that was
literally.
the slogan on the
Was
ship.
it?
Yeah, we're all in the same boat.
Yep.
Okay,
exactly.
now the question I have, and she said it was a bad idea, and I would have thought that too. How good of an idea was the relief probably at the beginning? How good of an idea was free booze?
Okay, at first
That's what I thought at first. It's
At first, you know, because I was drinking a lot back then.
I mean, everybody goes there to drink a lot, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it was like, why not just give us the booze? But now that I'm looking back at it, I'm like, I'm glad that they didn't.
Yeah.
Because there would have been a whole lot more fights. And
But
then
they did
plus,
for a little bit, right?
They
Yeah,
only,
they did.
they did for like 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
and they said, "Whoops, bad
Yeah,
idea."
and then they cut it off, and it was you got one beer per person. Again, people were fighting to get up to hiding. I was hiding them underneath my shirt.
I never got one yet.
Yeah, I didn't get one.
Because they were doing the same with food. That they said some people were grabbing way more than what they needed.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There was people hoarding food.
Which that's crazy how people change, right? When they're
Boy,
in
they
those
do.
situations.
That's a survivor mode
Yeah.
that they kick into. Like we didn't hoard food. We did hoard like fruits. Like we
Yeah.
kept oranges and stuff like that,
I
and
think
bottles
they had
of water.
granola bars too, so we took a couple of those.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
the,
cool.
The standard breakfast.
Yeah,
Apples.
that would have been me, all
Yeah.
the granola.
Yeah.
Boiled eggs,
Yeah.
coming
Oh, yeah.
from the salad bar.
Okay, my next question is this: since they did mention it, were people out on? Well, there was one person they said that was out. Was it a multiple situation or was it just one? Somebody out on the
Having relations. you
having
mean?
relations in the open.
I'm sure it probably did happen.
I'm sure it did.
I'm
yeah.
sure it did, but it did. I didn't see it where
That's
we
somebody said they were
were.
on a chair, like, oh my
Probably
God.
once they quit the alcohol, free alcohol, probably.
Smart.
Well, that's probably when it happened. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
right shortly after that.
okay,
But
yeah.
when we were stuck on this ship, I actually met a lot of people who have snuck their own alcohol on.
Oh.
So you did have. We were next to an older couple that had somehow gotten Jack on
Oh.
the ship too. So her and I would go and stand in line for the 2 hours to get food, and when we get food for them, and then they would give us give
okay.
us shots.
Some bartering.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bartering going on.
A lot of bartering.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, it was
With
crazy.
food too.
Yeah, with food. It was
That's crazy because it's like it's how people. I think I relate it to like when people go to prison. You develop these like instant primal
Yeah.
instincts that we all have, right, as humans, but we don't employ those when we're out and free and
Yeah.
have access to everything. But when those situations come up, man, those things come out of
Yeah,
you.
it kicks
You know?
in. It kicks
I mean,
in.
you'll eat another person if you have to live, right?
Exactly.
Now, who was
Exactly.
who was
Sorry.
breaking up the fights? Was it other passengers or was it
Yeah, they were. Yeah, pretty much other ones.
nobody went to
The
the
groups that were
Yeah.
together were breaking each other.
and
up,
nobody
you
went to
know.
the brig or anything like that?
No,
because
not that we.
Did it,
know
pretty
of.
much
did,
would
it, did
died.
it kind of break into like cliques, you think?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh
Really?
yeah. It
we
was.
had one too.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I mean, you kind of have to. You know. I mean, it's part of that survival
Yeah.
of. And like the people that we were next to were elderly, so it was like they couldn't stand in line for 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know, that's just ridiculous. It's crazy.
Now, what about? I guess I would ask. Okay, then you had boats. Okay, we're getting ready to get to. We're gonna head to Mobile. That's the plan.
Actually, it was Mexico.
Was Mexico was supposed
That's
to be
right.
first?
And Mexico did come and try to tow us, but their tugboats were so small. It
Yeah,
just
they couldn't handle it.
Yeah, it just
There were
snapped the
Mexican
lines.
tugboats. And what are you going to do with that?
It couldn't happen. Yeah. In fact, I saw two of the boats that came up to deliver stuff. They hit each other. One of the boats hit the other. I was like, way to go, man. This
But did
is
they
going
bring
great.
any supplies or
Oh
anything?
yeah, they did.
They did?
Yeah,
Oh, so good for them.
Yeah, whatever they had on there, they did.
Well, that's
like
cool.
waters and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, that's
'Cause there
cool.
was, there was.
At least they did something.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But as they start to pull y'all into Mobile, and they're going to put one on the back to like keep you the rudder and all that back in from swaying, and then you got somebody pull on the front. And the weather's a little bit more windy or whatever. You got the ship, and the ship starts to
Kind of tilt.
tilt a little bit.
from
and
the
when
pulling.
you okay,
Yeah.
now Robert, imagining you can. There's a bathroom, the shower area, and it's got a little lip to it,
Yeah.
like you have to step out of it. Well, you know what that all was filled with.
Yeah.
And then guess what? When you tilt,
Yeah.
pour the drinks, baby.
Yeah.
Because that.
But there was never any discussion about like evacuating on the boats.
Well, I
The
mean,
emergency raft or whatever?
Yeah, when you first get on the ship, they do that before you dock off. They send you out there. This is your designated area. Something is to happen when you're caught. When the alarms go off, this is where you're supposed to go, and it's by your lifeboat.
Yeah, your lifeboat.
Yeah.
But they never thought to start evacuating people?
No.
Off onto the other ships or something.
Or just off to just get away from the boat?
if you had a medical emergency. they
Okay.
did.
Yeah.
They would probably helicopter you
think
out.
Well,
did
there
while-
was
yeah.
there was one. The life flight came out there. and
Okay.
Yeah, they
picked
did
up
have
somebody.
somebody. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Okay,
What up-
so there were some evacuations.
Not very
Not
few.
very many?
Yeah, not very
Okay.
many.
It had to be a special circumstance.
Yeah,
Okay. Wow.
extremely.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's expensive.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was for now, but I think dialysis is something like that. But
Yeah, that would have to be.
Yeah.
what about? Were y'all going down below any to your room or whatever during, or did you stay forever up top?
Well, we had to check on our stuff. It was still down.
That's what I was saying too.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, okay, because this kind of all comes together. Like in my eyes, I'm like, when that liquid starts pouring everywhere, I'm like thinking Titanic when Jack and Rose were running the ship in the waters. I'm like, but that wasn't the same water.
But beyond that, I mean, liquids is one thing, but you're talking about like people's safety and females being down in, by yourself.
Yeah, well, that's very.
That's probably
yeah.
not a good
the
idea,
dark.
right?
Yeah, in
Yeah,
the dark.
dark.
And the only light you have is in the hallway.
Yeah.
You don't have one in your room.
So safety was always a concern, right? Like top.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's better to stay with people.
yes, it's
Yeah.
better to have a click.
Yeah.
Now it starts flooding, and I see people stepping in, especially if they were wearing sandals.
Oh,
Yeah.
a lot of them were. Yeah, it seemed like.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man.
What are you gonna do?
What
Float?
can you do?
Yeah,
On top
I
of
just-
walk on water? You're
and
not
I can't
Jesus.
rinse it off.
I'm such a germaphobe, man. I get the heebie-jeebies just thinking about this. What about? Okay, you got that going on, and I was thinking to myself, like, man, I would have got all my shit out of my room. In my head, I'm thinking that, it's a lot different when you're there.
Yeah, there wasn't any room for you to
Yeah.
bring any because people were already fighting over space.
Right.
I mean, and there was no shade because you're on the cruise. The whole point is you're going to be out in the sun, so there's no shade. People
Yeah.
had tied off their sheets.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did
to
see
make
that.
a camp.
It
to-
looked like
to-
shanty towns,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's crazy.
And then all of our, the mattresses. We brought our mattresses from our room and put it out on
Oh.
the deck, and then we had 2 lawn chairs because there was 4 of us. So.
Did
Okay.
did people? You see some people get this hell burn out of them, or
yeah.
Living
There
on
was a
sunburn?
lot of red people,
Oh,
but
yeah.
a lot of times they were walking around with the robes on. Because
Yeah.
Okay.
typically you get charged if you use the robes, just like at a hotel.
Yeah.
So, but everybody was walking around in the robes.
Yeah.
That's why you see people getting off the ship with the robes because those are like $90 robes.
Oh wow.
yeah, like
Hey, that's
no, I didn't
souvenir
take that
now.
robe. It must have got washed away.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking these and the slippers.
At,
Right.
at any time, do you think it would have been a good idea for them to drop a bunker buster on that ship and just drop it to the bottom and killed all the fish in the Gulf? But okay,
No, the people though, I would have pushed quite a few of them off if I had the chance to.
Oh, God.
Because people's like manners and their
That's crazy, huh?
morality and everything, just dignity, just went out the ship.
Right.
yeah,
and
and
they were rude and just
Right.
so hateful, and it was I was like, oh my god, I cannot believe this.
Yeah, because people are people, right?
Yeah.
I mean, humans.
Yeah.
Humans are humans. And
Yeah, and you
It's
really
crazy
do
what they're
truly
capable of.
find and see how someone is when you're stuck in
Yeah.
a situation like that. Even being stuck on a ship. I mean, just being stuck out there with nothing. And
yeah, it's terrible. It brings out sometimes it brings out the worst in people. And
it does. And I'm serious. Like right as soon as we got off the cruise, after that is when me and my ex-husband split up because I was just like the way that you acted. Like
how we handled it wasn't.
Yeah, it was
wasn't
just
great.
like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like I could not believe that you would I mean, we've gone camping.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like camping. The only thing is we just didn't have water.
I probably, like I said, I probably would have just jumped the call, save everybody else from and me dealing with other people. But
And it was the hardest part was listening and dealing with everybody else complaining constantly about everything. It's like, what do you?
We made a song about that.
Yeah, we did.
We made a song about that.
there was no positivity to be found.
None. I mean, well,
And that just makes matters worse, right?
It does.
Because you're not helping anything.
You're not.
So unless you have a solution, just shut up.
Yeah, please.
Probably been best, right?
Yeah.
Now, what about okay? You remember when y'all got to see land for the first time?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
How big a smile did you have on your
Dude,
faces?
I kissed it. I kissed it. I was just like, I'm so happy.
Did y'all run off the little gangplank thing to get on the land? Like,
So when you did
Everybody
get off,
was running,
you got in Mobile.
Yeah, we were in Mobile. Yeah.
So from there, what happened? What was your?
They
That's-
Gave us a real sandwich.
yeah.
Oh, really? So they fed you
I didn't even remember where it was
They gave us a
from.
box. I think it was
like a box lunch.
Yeah, I think.
all fancy like that with chips,
Yeah.
maybe too.
Yeah,
Was
chips
that
and
was that
drink.
Carnival that?
No, it
arranged
was
that?
brought in from it was a deli place.
Let me ask you: Did you
like Jason's
did,
Deli or something.
did you
Oh.
wash your hands?
I love Jason's Deli.
Oh yeah, the first thing was like I need some hand sanitizer and some water.
Yeah. And how did y'all get back from Mobile
Yeah,
to
that's what I was
Texas?
wondering.
I'm sure your vehicle was waiting in Galveston.
Yeah. Well, we
Bust us. They
Oh,
bust
okay.
us to New Orleans.
to New Orleans. Yeah, that's where it was.
And then we took a flight from there to Houston.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
But we got 2 days in New Orleans off of them.
Oh.
Paid for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
they paid for it.
Like
reimbursed
hotels
us.
and all that?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
reimbursed us for that and the food the money we spent on food.
It was nice after.
Yeah, it was nice.
Okay, and that goes into. I have to ask about the after stuff, but first, I mean, you get this on a normal cruise, no matter what. It doesn't have this with all the fecal matter, but anybody get sick like a couple days after you get home, you start getting symptoms of.
I didn't. I was really drinking a lot.
I know some people had to get goddamn sick.
I'm sure they
Norovirus is already big on ships
did. Yes,
Yeah.
on a
exactly.
regular cruise, not
Yeah.
compromised and all that. So
Yeah.
you can imagine being
Not
on a
that
ship
I
that's
got
like that.
Sick, I don't think, but I just remember needing to be clean for like a week.
Yeah.
after.
Yeah, did you wish
take
like you had
showers.
Did you wish you had a cut on your foot when you walking through all that?
Oh,
stuff?
no.
So yeah, I guess y'all got lucky, really.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
not
honestly.
being.
Yeah, because we did
affected.
stay out on the deck most of the time. The only time we went into the room is when we had to use the red bag and then to check on our stuff. And that was
Yep.
it.
I probably.
Well, it's because in the red bag, when you go to your room, you could stick it in the trash can and
Yeah.
sit on the trash
Yeah,
can.
that's
I probably
But
would
in the
have.
public bathroom.
And like I said, people do that all the time in camps.
Yeah, so it
in the
was-
5-gallon bucket. And it's like, go, here
it
we
was
got.
when you were out on the deck bathrooms and stuff like that, like the big public ones that weren't in your room. That was when he was talking about the lasagna, the layers.
Oh, yeah.
It was just layers. And,
It's like a porta potty.
yeah,
Right.
exactly. Well,
Pretty much.
Yeah, with porta potty, at least
Yeah.
you have room and expansion in there. You just have the toilet.
It's just stacking.
Just
yeah.
stacking and
Wow.
stacking.
I'm going to show you something, a video later on from Saturday Night Live, which just kind of made me think of this. But
Yeah, Doug,
just-
you will never make it on a cruise ship.
no, I'm definitely.
Stay away.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for you.
It's not me. Germaphobe, man. I'm just cringing.
But
thinking-
you'd probably be surprised what you would do as being a human if you had to survive. You would.
oh God,
Your brain would kick in and you'd start doing all kinds of stuff you probably thought you'd never would do.
Yeah,
Right? I mean,
yeah.
I would
do
think.
and say and,
Right.
and barter.
I would have
and-
burned some lawn chairs. Yeah, so
You'd have beat some people down for some pineapple.
Yeah,
give me that
Yeah.
goddamn.
right.
Okay,
People
now-
were fighting over stuff like that.
Yeah, I bet,
the
right.
distraction,
Yeah.
They didn't care.
Yeah, and then not people
care.
did not care.
Wow.
Like I mean, you got all these because you're standing in line, and then you have people that are just coming out and trying to cut. That's where the fights would break out,
cuts,
and it's like, no, dude, I've been standing here for an
So
hour and a
did
half.
you see like maybe like the bigger people trying to like overpower?
Oh yeah, and people would, and I felt bad. Don't get me wrong. Women and children.
Yeah.
Children. But people were purposely like bringing their kids just so they can get a whole lot more. Because
Yeah.
people were like, "Yeah, go ahead. You got kids. You got kids." I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
no."
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
Or it's like today.
I've already seen you 3 times
Right,
come up
right.
here with this kid. You're not doing it to me.
Right.
No, I would have done the same policy like at the barbecue place I went to today, which I love. But yeah, when somebody comes like 20 kids, like, no, we only need one person in line. They'll order for everybody.
Yeah.
We don't need a bigger line.
I do get angry when families or people use their kids for
Yeah,
for that,
and
yeah.
that was happening quite a bit,
Yeah.
quite a bit, quite a bit. And again, I felt bad for the kids, you know,
Yeah.
because there's no Wi-Fi, there's no nothing,
Good
Yeah.
Lord. Yeah.
nothing.
And just pure terror probably for
yeah,
them, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because at night and when it's dark, it's
Yeah. Real dark.
black.
3-hour tour. 3-hour tour.
Right.
Yeah. I was wondering that, boy, how'd you keep your phones charged even though you couldn't use them? But
I think we just turned them off.
Yeah, we ended up turning
But
them
they
off.
had some lights that I saw that they were flashing
Yeah,
lights.
those are the ones that were on the vest.
Oh, okay.
but
And y'all took those and
yeah, that's what you'd use to go into, or
and
your
they
phone.
wet them to activate them. And then
Yeah.
how long did they go on?
They
stayed along the whole.
Yeah, the whole time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they were on for quite a bit.
Wow.
Yeah, disco strobe lights.
Yeah.
okay.
Like, this doesn't make the squishy floor any better.
No.
Good Lord.
Squish. Yeah. Squish.
What about, can y'all talk about the settlement?
How did they contact y'all? Like, was it long time?
No,
Soon?
no.
They
we had
didn't.
to contact them.
Oh no,
Oh, yeah.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
Sarah knows more about that because after the cruise, again, like I said, I was going through a divorce. I didn't get my free cruise or anything like that.
What?
No.
That's what I was going to ask. I was going to ask attorney, settlement. What did you get? If you could talk about it. But I know they had that one attorney, the one with the
I
cigar.
really didn't get anything.
I didn't get any money, so it's
Oh,
like
wow.
if this attorney still has some of that money, you can pass
Right.
them over here.
See?
Wow.
You know?
That's surprising though.
Did you
It
get a cruise? Did you get a
We
cruise out?
did get a cruise. We got our money back for the cruise.
Okay. Well, at least you got
Yes.
that.
And then we got a free cruise that I think expired 7 years ago.
And I think like $500 or something
Okay.
like that.
So like a
Yeah.
voucher or something.
Yeah, well, I didn't get that.
I didn't
but
get
yeah.
that.
Good Lord. See, everybody thinks
So y'all,
"Oh, they all
y'all
got
just weren't really interested in trying to pursue.
No, because
Any
again,
kind of damages
like,
or something like that?
Yeah, because like I said, the crewmen that was on there, they were
So
phenomenal.
you felt like they did a great job.
Yeah, there was
trying
no
to
reason.
do.
It's usually never them. It's usually the company behind it that doesn't pay. And that's look. They had trouble with X amount of ships in their fleet having the same issue. And it's
Yeah.
not the people. The people on the they're in just a bad spot, just like you are. But it's the
It's actually worse because they're like at the bottom of the ship, like the pure
Yeah.
bottom. So
Yeah.
everything's going down.
now, I always joke about like they on Titanic. They call that steerage. I always call it sewerage, but it really was on that ship.
Yeah, it really was. Well, in part of the documentary, you can see where the guy that works in the kitchen, he's down
Yeah.
at the bottom of the ship. Like,
Yeah.
that water
Yeah.
comes up to his ankles.
Yeah.
Like, but in our rooms and stuff, it was just literally the floors were squishy.
Just squishy,
It was,
okay.
yeah, you could. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was water on there, and you splash and it'd go everywhere.
My
but
wife said that's
his
why you
down
get.
there was way worse.
Laura said that's why you get a balcony.
Yeah, exactly.
Do they
And
have
I would-
do they have
do.
balconies on
They
that
do.
ship?
Yeah, you do. Yeah. And actually, the next time I go on a cruise, I'm gonna get a balcony, and I'm gonna bring baby wipes just in
Yeah.
case.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Those are the
So no
essentials.
deathts were on there.
Not that I'm
y'all know
aware
where
of.
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. That's pretty
Yeah.
good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is really
At least
good.
they kept that from happening.
Yeah, yeah,
There
Because
was a worry of
dehydration-
pirates, though. There was
yeah.
a
They were
worry.
worried
Oh.
about the pirates. There was
Wow.
there was
Yeah.
a ship. There was one small one. Yeah. but-
From the Mexican side. Okay.
Yeah, because we
Wow.
were closer to Mexico
Right.
when we went out. But when the power went out and everything, we had drifted closer
Mm-hmm.
to Mobile. So that was the reason why Mobile came and got us. And they said that Mexico didn't. Mexico did. They tried. But
Mm-hmm.
again, like I said, they're
yeah. They didn't have their equipment.
within 20 minutes, the lines have snapped. There was
Oh wow.
not even moving the ship
Yeah. I
at
mean
all.
that's a monstrous.
Yeah,
vessel.
Exactly.
Now, how often do you have to take those anti-infection shots? You'll go back in.
Well, I did it for
This
the
is
first
how
10
COVID
years. I'm okay now.
Tequila. It's,
Rob, that's how
just
COVID
tequila.
really started.
Right.
No, you just drink more tequila.
Yeah.
Get it
There you
done.
go.
So many people come off of cruises like,
Maybe the alcohol did help y'all not get
Maybe.
seriously ill or whatever.
That's possible because, like I
Yeah.
said,
It kills a lot, right?
I was
Alcohol.
taking the shots from the people next to us. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I was at least getting like 4 shots a day.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you're a just preventative
yeah.
medicine.
yeah, you can see her in the video. Yeah, yeah. And
Y'all looked fine in the video though. Like
I did.
y'all looked.
I watched it once, and I saw that one part, but everybody else says they seen me in Sarah a couple times.
yeah.
I was like, one of
I
us.
only saw it once.
Yeah.
That one part.
That
Yeah.
one part. Yeah.
I know
that's
we
cool.
were there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So definitely an experience.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely. And if to have gone through that experience, I'm so glad I was with my best friend.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Definitely.
It was great. Despite everything else, it was great because me and her would be out on the deck cracking up and joking and laughing, and
that's cool.
people watching.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing to do
Right.
was people watch and see how everybody was. It was like, wow, y'all are really strange. You did. I could see you picking your nose.
Yeah,
God, it would be to me it'd be like the reason I don't fly, and I'll drive it anywhere. But I quit flying 99. The reason why, the reason why I don't laugh at those people, even though it's strange. Like they're trying to kill me. People or the woman that says that person's not real, because I would lose my damn. Well, that's the fear, is I would lose my damn mind in that situation. Just I don't like being around that many people, that crowded. So I'm trying to stay out of prison, and
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
but and off of cruise ships. But I welcome it to everybody else. 'Cause I have friends that have tons of fun on them, but like he said, just not for you, Doug.
Yeah.
It's not for
it's not for me either.
you. Yeah.
Like now I can say it's hard for me to be in big crowds now.
Yeah.
It is, now that I'm older and stuff. So if I was how I feel now, back then it would have been a lot worse. The anxiety and the whole just being scared, it really is what it is.
Whoa.
The fear of
Yeah.
not, and not knowing.
Yeah,
You know, because there would be hours that Jen wouldn't say anything, and
Jen!
yeah, and it was all like, so what's going on, and it's not knowing
Text her.
anything.
Jen
And it's like
freaking the hell out.
Yeah, it's like, how long are until we get home, and they're like, I don't know.
Yeah, I wondered
Just
if
the unknown.
any of those people still work with Carnival, or they work.
I'm sure they do. Like Jen looked like she still worked for
Yeah.
him, and then that other Russian,
Chef.
yeah, and then the chef too.
The
The
chef,
chef
yeah.
still worked on there.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were allowed to say that, be on there. But I mean, I guess they probably just did it and said, deal with it.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knows. I mean, it's like we were talking about like the settlement where there would be discussed, and I'm like, like they can go all around it, and
I imagine there probably were some people that probably did kind of venture to get some kind of compensation.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure there
Oh,
were.
it definitely happened. The attorney, it did happen
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
for a fact.
Yeah.
Some
Which
people
is-
are just more aggressive and had the time
absolutely.
to pursue that,
Yeah, and it's like, what? I mean, again, what did you want?
But it's a hassle.
Yeah, what did you want
You
them
could
to
have
do?
definitely gotten away with mental.
Oh yeah,
But
Some
it's
kind of
like I
Yeah,
said,
'cause-
it's not again, it's not the people that will work on a cruise that were on that ship running that
no,
ship.
it's the corporation.
It's a
Yeah.
corporation. And
Yeah.
like I said, somebody said, well, I don't know how. Like, well, I would imagine Norwegian or whatever probably would have handled it better because it's a bigger investment for them.
Yes.
That's what in their head they're probably saying that's what makes us that much better than So I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, because you get what you pay for,
yeah,
and
you
it's
do.
a big thing. Like you can buy a cheap ticket, and
Right.
and if
But
something
that-
happens, what do you?
But on the ticket to have that, I would have never.
I think they
guessed.
changed that now. I think it says they've changed that now.
They have got to have changed that because people are going to say, "What? No
Yeah.
cleanliness? What? And all that."
That's why you got to do your reviews and kind of
And your
just
research,
see, what kind of safety,
exactly.
record
And
they
safety
have
is
and
a
stuff
big
like
deal,
that.
man, on cruises. Because you have some cruise lines in the past. They had problems with the people that worked on them. And
Well, all that stuff's supposed to be public though.
Yeah.
For the cruise ship,
Yeah.
but for people who are going on cruises, just so that they know for their safety and all that.
it's kind of like college campuses for women. Yeah,
But like you
so-
said, anything can happen when you're out there. So
Yeah.
the fact that they kept y'all safe at least, that's
Yeah.
that's pretty big. So
were y'all able to?
and y'all
were you-
made it.
Yeah, were you able to have cockfights, fight roosters and stuff?
No, none of that.
Okay,
That's funny.
all right.
No,
But
none of that. No animals, no nothing on there.
The people were the animals.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, that's the questions we had today. We had to know. It's
Thanks
the
for
big.
sharing that with us.
Yeah, no
It's the
problem.
big topic right now. So, see, now you need to go on a celebrity cruise since y'all up.
And
Right.
I kind of vaguely remembered it, but yeah.
Oh, I
it's,
knew about it.
It was the biggest story of the year, I think.
Yeah, because
That's all.
once the news networks figured out that well, here's a shit story. Let's go ahead and we'll get
Yeah.
ratings on this. That's
Yeah.
all.
That's what it was
yeah.
about.
It was
Ratings.
just
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
ratings, yeah.
And Carnival
It
was trying to contain it, so they
Yeah,
didn't
like nothing to
have any
see
bad
here.
press.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
to see here.
Well,
Yeah.
that thing is how they made it seem like it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like, it was a big deal.
It was
you
a big
know?
deal, yeah.
For that many days, like I could see maybe 1-2 days, but
Yeah.
5 days? No, that's just ridiculous.
Miserable.
Yeah, miserable.
Miserable. Yeah.
Sitting still.
I'd have lost my damn
Well, I
mind.
hope your next cruise is not like that, and
Yeah, me
y'all
too.
just have a effing blast.
Yeah, because I know if
They're
I,
safe.
I know if you'd have been late, if you were scheduled to paint at my house the next day and you were late, I don't give a damn if she's on a cruise stuck in the ocean. I need my paint done.
Actually, I did have a customer do that to me because
Oh
I
my
was
God.
painting back then
God.
too
Oh,
as
wow.
well. Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, yeah. Getting a hold of everybody when we could finally get signal.
Signal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the hell you been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calling our jobs, calling our families. Look,
Yeah.
we're here, we're stuck.
My daughter's crying. Oh,
Oh,
we're stuck out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. It's traumatic for everyone right?
Yeah, it was.
involved. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that
Y'all
is-
survived.
Yes.
Survivors.
Survived.
Yeah.
that is the story
Yeah.
of our survivors of the poop cruise. Remember, if you're going on Carnival, maybe avoid the sunrise. It's not so much about the sun rising on that ship, but who knows? I'm sure things have changed.
Yeah. I think they fixed that issue that they
Yeah,
had.
but I wouldn't want to.
And
They'd have to cut all the steel off. I don't
Yeah.
trust it. Too dirty for me. But
Got it.
anyhow, that's it for the Nonsense Chronicles today.
thanks for joining us.
Yes,
Thanks for having
Thank you
us,
for
yeah.
having us.
yes. Please like, and a big thing is subscribe. It's free, and join us. And we are out of here.